Welcome back. Today, we did almost nothing. Nothing. What we did do today is fix mistakes that I made yesterday. One of those mistakes was totally embarrassing. I put my exhaust cams on the wrong heads. How do you do that? No idea. I mean, I got a 50-50 chance if I guess, right? And I thought I was paying attention. So today, that's what I did for part of the time. That's not what this video is about, but I didn't get as far on the Vanos adjustment gears as I would have liked to because of me having to correct that mistake. So anyways, mistake is corrected. I did a cylinder leak down. The valves are good, thank goodness. And we did get the Vanos adjustment gears in. I haven't torqued them down, but I do kind of explain some small things that's nice to pay attention to and things you guys can do to make it easier for you. You'll see the mistake I made with those two when I was disassembling the engine when I was new to all this S85 stuff. So anyways, guys, have fun, watch the video, like, subscribe, leave me some feedback if you have any suggestions, and let's have fun. This looks funny, doesn't it? We did this yesterday, and now you can see I'm doing it again today. So you're probably asking, well, what in the heck did you do to cause that? Well, something very stupid. I mixed up the exhaust cams. Yeah, don't do that. So thank the lucky stars, did a cylinder leak down test. It didn't bend valves. I don't know how I got so lucky. But anyways, I noticed today, so we switched them out. It's so important to double check all your work. We're all human. We all make mistakes. As long as you catch it, it's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. But let's get this fixed, and then we'll do these Vanos gears. Hey guys, one thing I do want to show you that I didn't yesterday too good is how to put these special tools on there on the camshafts to make sure they're perfectly up and down at top dead center. This one goes on the intake side. This one goes on the exhaust side. And you can see how this one's a little shorter because they go together. They go together like that. So we want to put this one on first. This one goes on the exhaust side. This one snaps on the intake side. We'll put these bolts in here and just suck them down a few threads. And then same concept right here. Now that you got them in there, you'll just slowly snug these up a little bit until you can keep turning these in, snug them up, turn them in. Just keep doing that till your camshafts are nice and flush. Now we're right back where we started, but the right way. All right, guys, here's the Vanos gears. These bad boys right here. Today we're going to be securing these onto the camshafts. There's some special tools you need. This being the most important one for this job. So this gear pushes in, as you can see. This gear pulls out. It's under quite a bit of pressure. So the crappy thing I had to do today, this gear, the snap ring came out, the spring flew out. So you can see right there, this thing's under a preload. So it was kind of a pain in the butt trying to match this, because once you pull that snap ring out, this actually just pulls right off of here. And then the inside, you can just spin it around. So getting everything to line up exactly how this was, and then to get this gear over here, so when it pushed down, it had the same amount of preload and everything still lined up the same, was pretty tricky, but doable. But the mistake I made when I pulled this apart is I didn't have the special tool. So basically, when you're doing this, you want to fit this special tool when you're removing the gears. That way it ensures that they stay lined up, meshed together right, and in the proper position. There's one important thing that entails too. So you can see right here, that's actually 2 gears. And it's the same right here. You can see that color difference. That's 2 separate gears right there as well. You can see this bolt, my gears weren't aligned, so the teeth were off. So you actually have to rotate this gear and get that screw in there and tighten it when they're perfectly lined up, and that holds it in place. This one doesn't have that same option, but these ones seem to be fine. I don't know how this one came out of adjustment. Those are just some things you want to pay attention to. So with this being the first time I'd worked on this, I did not use the tools I should have, and it's made this job a lot more difficult. So, you know, spend the 80 bucks with the part number I showed you on my previous video. Get these special tools. They help to align the camshafts. They give you the tool to lock it down in top dead center. It just makes this whole job a lot easier. Now what we'll do is we'll get these gears situated in this special tool right here. So you can see right there that gear's actually spread apart, and that's what this tool does, is help it stay that way. Another thing to pay attention to when you're putting these on is this bolt right here needs to be lined up pretty much with this hole right here. They need to face downwards. That looks pretty close right there, so now we'll insert the other gear. You got to try to guess how far it's going to rotate as it gets pushed in, and skip that number of teeth. So you can see we probably need to go 1 tooth this way. Okay, so that looks fairly good. Flip this camera around. Okay guys, so you can see we got that in there, but you see the Vanos exhaust gear on the right? That's what we don't want. Okay, you can see that those are on there. We got our bolts pointing down. Again guys, this would be so much easier. Order the tools. Man, if I would have had the correct way to get these together and hold them in place and secure, I could have just thrown them back on. Easy. But instead I've been screwing around with them for 3 hours. It'll make this job 1,000 times easier. Let's move on. Well, as you guys can tell, you know, today didn't go as planned. Especially having to switch my exhaust cams out. Had them on the wrong side. God, that's stupid. But what do? You have days like that. That's why it's so important for all of us to double check our work. Make sure that you're not trying to rush things. I didn't have any bent valves. Cylinder leak was good. Next video, we'll actually put the Vanos adjusting units on. With my kind of detour today, having to do the exhaust cams, I really don't have time to go into that. So, but we're making really good progress, everyone. I mean, this thing's coming together. I feel so much better with those parts on there. Yeah, that was really giving me the stress, having these off and worrying about, you know, how am I going to get these back on. When I was taking apart the engine, I didn't discover till afterwards that, hey, they make tools for that. So that's why it's important to look for these tools, get on the forums, ask questions, so you don't have to learn from people like me that do it wrong the first time. Anyways, I hope these videos have been helpful for you guys. If there's anything else that you want to see, let me know. Again, this is something I've never done before as far as these Vanos units. Done some Audis, they're similar. But man, is this it seems like it's pretty over-engineered. Let's sit back and kind of check out the beauty of the S85.